just saw a video of a woman talking about how a lot of people who are actually in happy, like healthy, long marriages don't be talking about it on social media. And I understand that, because when you find you something good, you happy, you don't really feel the need to just be telling everybody. But on behalf of the single population on TikTok, specifically the single women who are not settling and are waiting for something good, please show us. Please show us this. You don't have to come on here and tell all your business. You don't have to tell us everything. Just show us it's real. Just, tell us it can happen, please. Because I'm having a good time, like, dating and meeting new people and all of that, but I would like to get married at some point. And as you all know, the internet is 90% worst of the worst. It's 90% bad, okay? So if you know you got something good, just give us a little peek. Just tell us it's real. Tell us it exists. You don't even have to show us his whole face. Just show us something, sis, please. I love seeing people's, like, marriage vlogs or where they talk about how long they've been together and anything like that. I love it. I repost it all the time. So please, if you know you got something good, do us a favor and tell us.
Things I do for my husband that most modern women don't agree with. In no particular order, number 1, submitting to him. I don't look at me and my husband as equals. He is my head, he is my leader, and I respect and treat him as such. And there's nothing oppressive about it. This man treats me like a princess, and I love it, every single minute of it. When you have a man who you know truly has your best interest at heart, it truly makes submitting come easy. Not always easy, but definitely worthwhile. Number 2, I ask him for permission on certain things before I do it. Let's say a group of my girls and I want to go out to a place that we've never been before. I'm not going to just go. I'm going to ask my husband if he's okay with me going before I make any type of plans. And that's out of respect, because if he's not okay with where we're going, or if he's not sure about the location, then I'm not going to go. I also wash his clothes, I clean up after him, I cook for him, I serve him his plate, and I take it back when he's done. I cater to him. I literally cater to him because he's the king and he should be treated as such. And I let him have the final say on decisions. I trust his judgment at the end of the day, and I know that he's always open to hearing and considering my thoughts, but at the end of the day, he's the man. I let him have the authority, let him have the final say on what works best for us. And even if things don't go as he planned originally, I'm not going to go ha-ha and laugh in his face. I'm going to still be by his side and support him. It's okay. Lesson learned. Now on to the next thing. Period.
Modern women and modern men were very upset about this submissive wife. In all honesty, I consider the modern man and the modern woman to be the same, right? We call them blue pill. In the comment section, they said that she was lazy. They said that she was ugly. This is what one beta male said: I don't want somebody who's going to ask me permission to do almost everything like I'm her parent. I agree on letting your partner both ways know where you're going and when you're coming back. Also, even statistically speaking, most of you dudes don't make nearly enough to have a girl sit at home like a dog every day like this. I always thought this kind of relationship was cringe as hell, especially when you consider you don't need a submissive dog to have a great relationship. This is the hatred. So then somebody else came in and said, so now we get down to the crux of why you commented the way you did. You can't deal with the stress of being the head of the household. You feel like you can't fulfill your end of the bargain in the traditional sense, especially financially. So you're open to allocating decisions and responsibilities that should be on your shoulder to your woman. It makes you feel less guilty and less of a failure if something goes wrong. You should just say that rather than making a weak excuse as a man to be liberal about your household obligations. This was the comment that men made in response to women saying that this woman was ugly. They said, if you're a 5 and you act like this woman, you automatically become a 10. The reason why I played that clip is because when she said, just let us see it, sis, just let us see it is real. What she was basically saying is, let me see your man so I could judge how your man look, so I can see if you really got the type of man that I want and you really able to maintain that man and have the life that all of us other women want out here. What's most valuable is this. In the clip that I just showed you, I showed you a woman with a different type of mentality than you have.
It's a W. That's E1. That's E1. That's a W.
The next clip I'm gonna play is with Ebony K. Williams telling women that they need to make serious life choices. Let's listen to what she has to say.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as black men age, their desirability increases.
You know these modern black women pissed off about that. They want to be able to beat us at everything.
Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year.
That market value is not depreciating because Kevin Samuels came out and said it. That market value is not depreciating because it's the 21st century. That's how it's always been until feminism tried to convince women otherwise.
No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us.
It's not your dwindling fertility. Here's the thing. Why don't you have a man? So when men see your dwindling fertility, they automatically assume that it's something about you that's off. You run men off. You do not know how to keep a man.
And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older.
That's not an incredibly small pool. This is what I learned from Rollo Tomasi, and this really opened up my mind because I got married at 22 years old. Most men want to get married at age 22. It may not be a large pool of college men, but most men want to get married at 22. The likelihood of a man wanting to get married as he becomes more valuable is less and less, and this is the thing. This is why it's a great exchange between the male and the female. If a woman gives her value up when she's younger, a man can see that, and when his value goes up, he can respect that. And if he doesn't respect that, we have a legal system, i.e. alimony and child support, that make men second guess leaving their wife.
And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option.
This is why we say women are terrible at giving advice, because they can never just stand on their square. They always got to give you an out, which makes it difficult for women to listen to other women. Make up your mind. Are you saying they need to focus on this early in life, or are you saying they need to delay it? But be straight.
But it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
I want women to stop having so many superficial standards that don't really amount to anything but their illusion of security. As a man that has a master's degree, I know people that did not go to school and they make more money than I do.
There's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like your sense of entitlement is out of control. Your expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing your bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will that. But men are not wiping that, and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free free looks and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up.
I also want to add, it's not just about chasing attention. It's about chasing a career. It's about chasing a lifestyle. It's about chasing anything that has something to do with you not prioritizing a man in your life. Men, and this is the problem that men are pointing out. So it's like the woman in the beginning of the clip who started off by saying, show me some good relationships, even though I don't really want to be in a relationship right now. I just want to know some exist so that when I'm ready for a relationship, the relationship will be there for me. And a lot of women are running into problems because they think that the relationship is supposed to be there for them when they get ready. And I learned this a long time ago playing team sports. You can do it your way or you can do it the championship way, right? Yeah, you got your way that you want to do things, but your way very rarely in life is going to get you to the end goal. So this is why I always go hard at dating coaches that talk about men finessing women, because I believe that these men and women that try to set women up and tell women they deserve the best and they shouldn't get this type of treatment, I think these men and women give that advice in a vacuum. When you give women this type of advice in a vacuum, you totally take away the personal accountability that put them in a position that they in the first place. And that's why in the video below, I go in on dating coaches like Tony Gaskins. Click on the link below and I'll see you over there. Peace.